So this question came up in Delta Math for homework number 4, and there's a little nuance that I did not go over in class that happens to come up in this problem. So it's not anything you guys can't do. There's just one extra little thing you're going to have to do. So in class, we talked about that the function, we were given the function, and we were supposed to determine the intervals where f is decreasing. This one is asking where f prime is decreasing. So if we're looking for where f prime is decreasing, we need to go, to get f, we work with the first derivative. To get f prime, we have to go all the way to the second derivative. So I'm going to start by calculating my second derivative. So f prime of x equals negative 3x squared plus 12x minus 9. I'm going to go again, and I can still get critical numbers from the second derivative. That's where I actually want to get them from. So x equals, then I'm going to take the derivative of this. So I've got negative 6x plus 12. So to get my critical numbers for the first derivative, I set the second derivative equal to 0. So I've got negative 6x equals negative 12. And x equals 2. So my critical number, the only one I have, is 2 for the second derivative. I'm going to set up my sign chart now. So the interval, I always start at negative infinity. My only critical number is 2. Draw a fence. 2 on the other side of the fence. I end at infinity. Then I'm going to pick some x values. And because I am working with the second derivative and the first derivative, instead of using an f prime and an f, I'm going to use an f double prime and an f prime. All right, so I'm going to pick a number in between negative infinity and 2, which I'm going to pick 0. And I would have boxed this right here because that is my most simplified derivative, or most simplified second derivative. When I plug a 0 in there, I get a positive. So if the second derivative is positive, that means the derivative is increasing. Then on this one here, I'm going to pick between 2 and infinity is 10. And then when I put the 10 in here, it gives me negative 60 plus 12, so that's going to be negative. And when the second derivative is negative, that means that the first derivative is decreasing. You have to think of this first derivative or second derivative, first derivative, just like we saw our f prime and our f in class today. It works identical. So the interval where it is decreasing on this one would have been from 2 to infinity. And the way we would write this, just a little bit different. I know in Delta Math you don't have to write out the sentence, but I'm going to show you how to write it out anyways here. So we would say f prime is decreasing on the interval from 2 to infinity because f, instead of writing f prime, you write f double prime is less than 0 on this interval.